All right, so if you look right here, every door direct mailer, here's the whole link, everything else. So let's go to the web page. UPS, you can go to business and then go using EDDM or whatever you want to, quick tools, yada, yada, yada. All right, so here's how you look up what's going on and how much that they're going to cost and things like that for you. So let's just say I want to do something in 27295. That's where I live. That's what we're going to work on. All right, so we're here. One thing you're going to notice is if you're doing something for like a school district, things like that, that sometimes these routes cross over school boundary lines. Like, for example, this one right here has got a little bit of North Davidson, a little bit of Oak Grove. I don't think it goes in Forsyth County, but you get what I'm saying. All right, so if I scroll on in, I can sort of see what the routes are that I'm looking at. So say I wanted to go after everything in Welcome. Um, this is right where the office is. So this only gets this half of the office. So if I click on here, it tells me that it's 640 pieces of mail. I need to know that. And it tells me the average cost. Okay. So if I had this one, I can sort of see what the route number is. So on the side, you'll see where it says route, it says 27295-R030. Tells you how many it is, what the cost is, what the income is. Something that you might want to do if you're just wanting to actually reach people, don't really care if it's like time to sell, whatnot. Look this way, hit the table button. Why the table button? You can see what the average income is for a certain um, map. Crazy, huh? So look, the R8 uh, is a higher income route. So you're probably going to get higher income clients versus some of the other ones. So right now I've clicked on these three routes. Let's go four routes. Now look, I've got 2,526 pieces. So I'm a little bit over right here if I only wanted to get 2,500 pieces of mail. Now, how do I know what those routes are? If I didn't look on the other way, I go back to the map and look at them. And you can see that they're a little bit different color. Um, so you can go through here and see what's going on with it. So you selected those four routes. Here's your total cost of it, and it's one post office to drop it off at. All right, next step. Guess what? You don't have to do any of this. The only thing you have to do is actually give me the route numbers of where you're actually sending your stuff. All right, so we're here. Go back to the table and look at those numbers that you had. I went by income, so I'm right here. So I'm doing these numbers. So I'm going to have to copy and paste this. Where do you send me this stuff? And I've got a little bit over 2,500 pieces. What's that mean? I'm going to need somebody else if we're doing this as a big group, like prom project or Christmas situation. I'm going to need somebody else to give me 26 cards to finish out my route. Bonnie usually handles a lot of that if there's extras off of that. So I'm going to come into graphic requests, postcards. Crazy, it's a postcard, huh? And then I'm going to pick what the postcard is. So if I went to prom project, I'm going to click here. And what routes am I sending it to? So I'd be like that. And I go back over here. Make sure you copy the whole thing because every zip code is going to be zip code and then an R number. So if you only put like R10, R24, I'm not going to know where you're wanting to send it. Zip codes are card requests are also first come, first served basis. So if somebody else beat me to it and did these zip codes, well, guess what? I'm going to give it to the very first person that puts in their request here. Brief description. What do I need on here? So if you're having a tailgate event or if you're doing something, Halloween costumes, prom dresses, do you need any special information? You can put it right there. Subtotal of cards. So 2,500 cards is going to cost me $170 plus the shipping of that right there. Hope that makes sense off of that. So I type in whenever I wanted to and hit submit. When you hit submit, it goes into an Asana task. So you don't really have to worry about the rest of it. our little mighty man minions will get to work on making you a card, and we'll send it to you for proofing. Please, for the love of God, make sure that you've proofed everything. That being said, if you want to change your routes after this, so let's just say I decided I didn't want to do this route right here, and I wanted to do this right here. Well, now I'm 200 and some pieces over. Um, Same thing is, but if I went to here, I'm actually less pieces over. So you could change your route afterwards if nobody else has already picked it up. Um, so we do send to all the residentials and the businesses. It just makes life a lot simpler, and it's not like there's a lot of businesses sitting here, and a lot of businesses support us anyways, and they're small business owners in the first place. So why not send it to them? Remember, this is for every door direct mailers. This isn't for your open house cards or just listed, just sold cards. You're not going to send out cards to random people unless it's just a general post. Nobody cares that you just got started in real estate or that your clients just bought a house or something like that. So this is just for every door direct mailers.